My name is Maria. I'm a Métis woman. My family comes from Saskatchewan and Manitoba, but I'm a third-generation Métis Albertan. Here at Métis Crossing, we are very fortunate to have two historical homesteads. The one behind me here belongs to the Sinclair family, and our second one belonged to Cromarty. The one right behind me was home to Ben Sinclair Jr. and his wife Veronique. So Ben Jr., he was a blacksmith, a pig farmer, and also the community fiddlist. So he was the one that was responsible to let everybody know when a big gathering was happening, whether it be a Cromarty barn dance, a wedding, a baptism, all sorts of community things. His wife Veronique also played a very important role. She was the midwife for the area. In Métis families, we are known to having very large ones, and so midwives were very, very, very important. But what's really cool is actually the dovetailing on the sides there. This dovetailing not only provided a very strong structure for the house, but it also allowed them to take it apart because you didn't need nails to kind of keep it together. So it's almost poetic in a sense how Métis homes, even though they were meant to be permanent, they still held aspects of our nomadic life. Our second homestead, the Cromarty house, was home to Magnus Cromarty and his wife Anne Francis. They were a very well-to-do family. Magnus was actually a very successful farmer to the point that he was able to buy two of the first pieces of mechanized farming equipment. He had a rock picker and he had a thresher. And what's really cool is that he was able to rent this out to his neighbors. And so that was a little profit for him. We actually do even have replicas of the original receipts that people can come and see when they come and visit. But it's really neat to see that piece of history because Magnus was very successful. They didn't do a lot of the nomadic lifestyles that many Métis at the time were practicing, such as the buffalo camps or the harvesting camps. And so because of that, Anne Francis, she could bake bread. So most Métis families, they bake bannock because bannock doesn't require a yeast starter. Yeast at the time would have had to be prepared and it would have had to be maintained. You couldn't get the little packets like you can get now. The grocery store wasn't a block away and you couldn't drive there. But Anne Francis was able to take the time and maintain that, and so she could make bread. It was actually really cool because families' accounts actually say you could smell it from the Victoria Trail. So that's a little bit about the two homesteads we have here at Métis Crossing. If you want to know more, please feel free to come by and ask us all the questions that you have, and we'll be happy to answer them for you.